Ben Shapiro has thoughts about using the N-word, and that's what we've all been waiting for. That's what 2021 needed. Here he is.
I will say that when it comes to the use of the N-word, there is a difference between calling a black person an N-word with an ER at the end and in jest using the N-word that ends with an A to describe a white person. Now, the latter is also really crude and gross and stupid. It's not racist in the same way that it would be if you were just shouting the N-word at a black person, which is the height of racism, obviously, in American society. But
hey, that's your buddy.
I'm so positively glad you included that part of the quote, because I have my non-serious approach and my serious approach. My non-serious approach is that we are living in Boondocks episodes repeatedly, and that's all that's happening. There's literally an episode in season 2 that was about a teacher who called one of the students the N-word, and they were making that argument. No, it's versus it's a whole different thing. And it was based on a real event that happened in Kentucky in 2005. Like, this is just conservative. Rush Limbaugh did a thing about this. This is another indication that like Ben Shapiro was supposed to be the gladiator that saves the GOP and like refreshes them with new young blood and like fresh perspectives. No, it's just this crap. But the important point you had there is when he said calling someone the N-word and shouting that to them in the street. That's the height of racism in America. I mean, he truly believes that, or like wants people to believe that. That's his tell, because when it comes to the rest of his show, he's attacking critical race theory, because these people want you to believe that America is more racist than it really is, and shoving it down your throat. Or police brutality, when it's like the statistics actually show that it happens more to white people. So these people are complaining about nothing. Racism doesn't really exist. Anytime someone brings up racism because it happens a lot in society, Ben Shapiro is the first to say, well, actually, if you would know, A, rap music is garbage, and B, there's no such thing as racism, especially not from me. So like, that's been in a nutshell for you. It's not surprising, but it was a great clip. That was some great content for Twitter, honestly. Shout out to Jason Campbell for continuing to break his brain watching the Daily Wire network on a daily basis. So here's that.
That's true. That's true. And look, he says, even the A version is still gross and crude, but not racist. Okay, yeah, it's so not racist that you'll notice, hey Ben, why aren't you saying that version? If it's just gross, I can say gross things. Poop, for instance, I don't get in trouble for saying gross things. I wouldn't say a racist thing though, and you seem to have a similar rule on your show, at least, I should say. So he tries to cover himself a little bit there. Although notably, really fast, back in 2019, when Kyle Kashup, one of the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas survivors, got in trouble for using the ER version over and over and over again, he had this tweet, which we're gonna put up very briefly, defending him, saying it's an insane, cruel standard to expect him to have not used the ER version over and over and over again. Interesting.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.